We'll have an update on Turkey this morning. The U.S. also released more information about the Chinese spy balloon. I'm Jeff Pierre, and this is The 7 from The Washington Post. It's Friday, February 10th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. First up, the death toll from the earthquakes in Turkey has passed 21,000 people. An expanding mass grave near the epicenter of Monday's 7.8 magnitude quake gave the outside world a glimpse of the rising toll in southern Turkey and Syria. Efforts are still underway to find survivors and help tens of thousands of people left homeless by the disaster. A lot of people are in urgent need of shelter and food. Mike Pence was summoned to testify in a key Trump investigation. That's story number 2. The former vice president received a subpoena. It came from the special counsel examining former President Donald Trump's role in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. This could pit these 2 potential presidential candidates against each other ahead of the 2024 election. But it's unclear whether Pence will comply with the demand. Number 3. The U.S. released more intelligence about the Chinese spy balloon. The balloon was shot down on Saturday, and yesterday the U.S. declassified a bunch of information collected by U.S. spy planes and other sources. That showed that the spy balloon had far more capabilities than a normal weather balloon, which is what China claimed it was. The State Department said China has also targeted more than 40 countries. The U.S. is trying to name and shame China's surveillance tactics by sharing this information. Number 4, the Pentagon wants to restart top-secret activities in Ukraine. It would allow U.S. Special Operations troops to employ Ukrainian operatives, but this is a non-combat mission. They would work to track Russian military movements and counter disinformation. But before anything happens, it would need to be approved by Congress first. The program was put on pause before Russia's invasion last year, but if it's approved, these top-secret programs could resume next year. People continued buying up homes with cash last year. That's story number 5. Nearly a third of homes were purchased by all-cash buyers, according to new data. That's an 8% increase from 2021. It also demonstrates a growing trend. The average homebuyer is increasingly likely to be white, wealthy, and older, and able to sidestep rising interest rates. The Post fed all this data into an interactive map, so you can see whether this has been happening in your neighborhood and city. You can find that map at WashingtonPost.com. At number 6, Burt Bacharach, who wrote and composed dozens of pop hits, has died at 94. Raindrops are falling on my head. His music, like this Oscar-winning song you just heard, was everywhere in the 60s and 70s. You would also probably recognize I Say a Little Prayer and Do You Know the Way to San Jose. More than 1,000 artists have recorded Bacharach's music. He received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2008. And number 7. Super Bowl 57 is finally here, so you know it's going to be a great weekend. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs play Sunday in Glendale, Arizona at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll air and stream on Fox. The Eagles are a slight favorite. One big question, though, will be the health of some of the Chiefs' key players. Several wide receivers were injured in their last game, and quarterback Patrick Mahomes was playing on a sprained ankle. Mahomes was also just named the NFL MVP. Here he is in a clip provided by ESPN talking about Sunday's game.
It's going to take our best effort. Now, I have to make sure that I'm getting the ball in my hands, getting it to all our playmakers in space, and then relying on my teammates. And so it's going to be a great matchup. I mean, you can't ask for a better team to go up against in the Super Bowl. I mean, it's going to be a fun game, and I'm excited for it.
Maybe the most important news here. Rihanna is headlining the halftime show, and country artist Chris Stapleton will sing the national anthem. And just like that, you are all caught up. It's Friday, so you know what time it is. The crew is assistant producer Taylor White. The staff writers are Tess Homan and Jamie Ross. John Taylor is our editor. Our copy editors are Francis Moody and Melissa No. Engineering and sound design is by Jim Briggs. The seventh theme is by Edith Mudge. If you like what you've been hearing, drop us a review on Apple Podcasts. You can also give us a star rating on Spotify. I'm Jeff Pierre. Have a great weekend. Let's go Eagles. And let's do it again on Monday.